So Jim wants me to get you.
Hi, you guys. It's Leanne Holitza here at the Healing Studio. Thanks for being patient with me, you guys. I had a little run over with Father's Day breakfast. Happy Father's Day to anyone out there who's watching who's a father. Somebody give me a yes, we can hear you? Because sometimes you can't always hear me and I'm talking into the void. So if somebody's out there watching live, can you give me a yep, we can hear you? Hi, Marita. Can you hear me? Just anybody say, yep, we hear you, and I will continue. And thank you, Marita. All right, and so we have a special guest here today because I couldn't get her home in time. So there's my mother. She's going to be live with us. All right, so I'm going to go down the list here that we normally go down. So I'm going to start at the top, okay? But we're going to first do our regular reading for the week, which is going to give us our build on, okay? So we're using the Yantra deck. And then we're going to use the Flower Evolution deck. I had a little too much caffeine at breakfast, so I'm going to talk faster than normal. And we're going to get everybody on there to get a card. So if you type me, please, I'll get to you. But Marita, I don't know if you typed me, please, somewhere else. But you might be at the bottom of the list. But thank you for giving me the... I'm going to use the silver spray today, you guys. This is Amanda Ellis. It's for the crown chakra. And I'm always got some good crystal friends, but this one just came to me as a little gift. It's a Lemurian crystal. It's been specially treated in some special waters and went to Mount Shasta. Okay, let's go ahead and do our weekly. Okay, so the energy of the week starts off with the temple card. Basically, this is saying be careful with your bodies, be careful with your health right now. So the body card, the temple card being sideways, is about taking a deep breath and breathing and just give yourself a little bit more attention to rest. Helper card for the week. So this is the focus. Enthusiasm sideways. But what is going to happen here is that you're going to need to go look for things that inspire you. Okay. So there's a lot of stuff going on in our world right now. And we need to remember to look for the things that help us think positively, help us move forward, remember the world we want to live in, not the world that we're fighting against. So that's what this card is saying. Okay, end of the week, abundance is sideways. Okay, so abundance isn't about money. It's about everything in the right proportions, and it's very personal to you. So the right free time, the right time with loved ones, work, downtime. When it's sideways, it's time to be in your awareness of whether or not you're in your abundant state or not, whether or not you feel like your life is the way you want it. And if it's not, maybe make some tweaks, okay? All right, so that's the beginning. Now here's your first card. Now if you're watching later, thank you for watching later. If you're watching now, here's your first personal card. Ready? Tune in. 1, 2, or 3. Oh, if you picked 1, you got 2 cards coming up. Bamboo, which is about being determined, okay, and really doing the impossible while being kind to yourself. Rhododendron, okay, so compassion and determination this week for you. If you picked 2, you got nasturtium, which is spicing up your life, spontaneity, doing things that are fun, doing things that are just for play. These cards, you guys, have lots of words on them instead of a booklet. So if we start to see these cards 3 times a charm, that's when it's for all of us. And I'll read some more to you about what these cards are about. Okay, 3, shift your perception, gardenia. Okay, so this is really about facing the darkness and being like, I don't love what I see, but maybe what I don't like is what I need to see right now. Okay, here we go. Like I said, too much caffeine, you guys. I'm like, shh. Okay, Stephanie and David. We're going to start with you guys. Stephanie, you got bamboo. Second time we've seen this, you guys. So remember, 3rd time's a charm is when it's going to be the message for all of us. So this is basically, if you're in a deep challenge, it's okay right now to say to yourself, I can do it. This is a card to remind you that you're strong. Okay. David, you're going to want to focus this week on the Grevillea, which is speaking your mind, using your words, using your voice, and really being able to say what you need to say. Okay, so focusing on saying what you need to say. All right, Miranda, you are getting a pink spirea, which is about laughter and inner child play. So if you combine that with some of the other messages we got about being inspired, maybe play is your inspiration this week, okay? So go find something fun to do. And if you don't know what that is, then maybe it's time to ask yourself, why don't I know what fun is, right? All right, Denise S. You've got the banana yucca, okay? So this is about secret talents, hidden potential. So perhaps you're finding in this week that you're going to unlock some things that you didn't know about yourself, some talents that you have either kept hidden or haven't used in a while, okay? So go ahead and just give yourself a moment to make note about that. Put it on your resume, put it on your LinkedIn. I didn't know I could do this, but I can do this. All right, burnout proof leaders. Rhododendron. Okay, so this is the second time we've seen this one. This is about being kind to yourself and having compassion. It also kind of speaks to anxiety when something's feeling like you're really heavily judging yourself. This card is basically saying practice compassion on yourself, okay? So gentleness. We're all doing our best. Melissa and Shannon. Melissa, you want to focus on the strawberry blossom. Expect the best. Optimism. That's what this one is. Okay. So you want to use your very best vision this week to create your very best week. And it's a good time to be in alignment with new visions too. Okay. Shannon, you're working with the Arctic lupine, which is you're supported. Lean into the support, okay? Trust it. This card is very much talking about being calm and comforted. And sometimes when we think we have to do it all ourselves, we forget to lean into the people who are like, no, seriously, come just lean in. We're good. You don't have to always be the one struggling and striving, okay? I literally just heard your guide say, oh, yes, that message needs to be said over and over. Okay, well, there you go. Jenny and Cody. Jenny, fireweed for you, okay? It's time to forgive something. Maybe it's yourself, but this is time for forgiveness and time for some renewal. Recover from whatever it is that you need to forgive. Take some time and space for that, okay? Cody, you're working with the bird of paradise, and this is about quieting your mind. I just sprayed myself with this spray for this, actually, right before we got going here. Meditate, quiet your mind, spend time seeing where your mind wants to go off into different directions, thinking too much. Give yourself an awareness to that monkey mind taking over, okay? This week, calm that down. Kimberly, you're going to be working with the chocolate daisy, okay? This just simply says, cheer up, my friend. Easy week. Have a nice, easy, cheerful week. That's easy. I don't know what else to say about that, right? Diane, you're going to be working with the Jade Succulent. This card is about presence, okay? But it's also like going for it. So like if there's something that you want to do, just do it and focus on getting it done and don't worry too much about the rest of the actions that you need to do like later. Just think about now. Elizabeth, working with nasturtium. So this is the second time we've seen this one, you guys. It's about spontaneity and spicing things up, doing stuff just because it's fun to do, just a joyful commitment. Okay? Like me hanging out with you guys on YouTube. I had to stress a little bit to get here because I was late, but this is what we do for joy, right? We hang out together. Cara and Tatiana. Oh, nasturtium. Okay, third time's a charm, everybody. So this is for all of us, okay? So I'm going to read you the words on this card. Okay, ready? Does it feel like life has become too much of a routine? Nasturtium comes to rescue and spice things up. It enhances spontaneity, commitment, and highlights our strengths. Helps us find a unique way of being. Okay, so spice it up, you guys. Thank you for bringing that to our attention, Cara. Was that Elizabeth's card? Oh, no. Well, whose ever card you guys know you're watching. I just lost total track. I think I got too distracted about my caffeine. I'm going to do a card for Cara and Tatiana now. Cara, you're getting 2 cards. Pink Primrose, which is rapid growth and doing it effortlessly while using the red Bird of Paradise, which is getting it done. Focus, okay? So focus and growth really quickly for you this week. Probably sounds like a lot. You probably feel like you've already done that, but that's okay. You got this. Tatiana, you are working with the Jade Succulent. So second time we've seen this one, you guys. This is sometimes about feeling invisible. So if you're feeling invisible, this is the time where you can expand and be seen and see where maybe you've made yourself invisible because of shyness, and just give yourself an opportunity to just say, I'm here. Janice, you got the Strawberry Blossom. Second time we've seen that one, you guys. So this is about optimism and expecting the best. This is also about fresh perspectives, okay? So giving yourself a chance to see, maybe surround yourself with inspiring, optimistic people and see where they want you to go with them in like the conversations. Heidi, you got the Hong Kong Orchid, okay? So self-acceptance and being willing to express yourself, but this is like really self-appreciation, okay? So time for some self-appreciation. Easier said than done sometimes, I hear from your guides, but yeah, it's good to appreciate yourself. Write down some things you just love about yourself. Tanya, you are working with the Royal Poinciana. This is about conviction and asking for what you want. So this card is very much like, I want this. I'm going to ask for it. I'm going to go for it. So this week is a good week to go for asking for it, whatever it is that you're looking to do, whether it be, maybe you want to raise at work, or if you just want things to shift at work, good time to use your voice. Okay. Janelle and Donnie. Janelle. Okay. You brought Strawberry Blossom, third time's a charm, and my light just went out. That's okay, you guys. Optimism, expect the best. So this is now for all of us. So let me read you a little bit more of the card. Where do you feel like you're waiting for the other shoe to drop? Strawberry Blossom cuts through pessimism, dissolves the habit of expecting or preparing for the worst, and it gives us a fresh outlook on life, inspires that anything is possible. Okay, so anything's possible, optimism. Donnie, you're working with the papaya flower, which this is about being very gentle, and that sometimes being gentle is strength. Okay. So think of like being receptive to like the newborn baby, and you're going to hold it and be careful with it. You're not going to be rough with it, because that's the strength that you have as the adult holding the newborn, is you're the strength for that newborn. So gentle. Cynthia, you've got the rose. This is about tenderness and nurturing yourself. The rose is very much about being in touch with your own divinity. So give yourself that moment of time where you're like, yeah, I deserve to be nurtured. It doesn't always come natural to you. So just keep in mind that just soften the edges on your own behalf this week, okay? National Geographic. Oh, you brought the Strawberry Blossom for the 4th time for us. So let me read a little bit more. Magnifies optimism, sense of possibility, openness to growth and opportunities, fresh perspective. Okay, so a little optimism. Thank you for bringing that, for a reminder to all of us, but that's definitely something you want to wear around this week. Taryn, you got the African Daisy. This is about being silly. Just play, have fun, just do the things, just all the things that would be just about being goofy. Don't take yourself so seriously. Joe, Banana Blossom for you. Slow down a little. Get a little spacious. Give yourself a little room to move through life at the pace you would like. Okay? And you don't have to say yes to everybody else's pace, by the way. You can say whatever you need to say about your pace. You've earned it, right? Robin, Chris, and Austin. Robin, you are bringing the Bruxmansia. This is about letting it loose and letting go. Okay, so this card is very much saying, just try to make it easy. See where you're habiting into effort. Habitual effort's no fun. Chris, you're going to focus on pink magnolia this week, which is taking exquisite care of yourself. This is about self-care. Now, you remember we got that card at the beginning that was about body and being gentle. This is, your guides are saying, take really good care of your immune system, your body. Don't let yourself get run down this week, because for whatever reason, it's a week where you want to just be really into self-care. Okay. Austin, you are going to work with the nectarine blossom, which is about friendships and having fun with your friends. So make sure you get some time to hang out with your friends, have some sweetness. Just, sometimes when we hang out with our friends, you can forget about time. You can forget about what else you have going on. And it just is so fun, right? Tiff, you are bringing Redbird of Paradise. It's just the second time we've seen this, which is about focus and getting it done. Don't be overwhelmed, okay? Make a list. You don't have to do everything on the list. Just make a list to get it off your system, and then put yourself in awareness to what feels like you can lean in and get done without wearing yourself out, okay? Seriously wonderful. See, I drank too much caffeine, you guys. I'm getting through these like crazy. If you're still watching and you want a card, be sure to type me, please, because I think I'm gonna hit the end of the list, which I generally do. Okay, Courtney, seriously wonderful. African Daisy, okay? Be silly, playfulness, silliness, goofiness, doing all the things that just make you not take yourself so seriously, okay? Seriously wonderful, you can be, but don't be too seriously serious. Lisa, you're working with Gardenia, okay? So this is about transforming your weaknesses into strengths. We saw this card at the beginning. This is shifting your perspective and facing your shadow side. The stuff that you don't like about yourself might be the places where you can lean in, if that makes sense. All right, Lisa. Just did Lisa. Christy, Kira, and Finn. Christy, be balm for you. Hope. Be still. Open to whatever might be unfolding. It's okay. Okay, you guys. It's real time, Kira, you were getting 2 cards. You were getting Arctic Lupine, which we got it for Shannon, which is about calm and feeling comforted and giving yourself space. And this one is the 3rd time we've seen it, which is Jade Succulent. So I'm going to read it. Okay, you guys? Do you have a unique talent or a new idea inside of you that wants to come out? Are you feeling low in vitality? Jade Succulent helps bring whatever we are shy about to the surface, recharges our chi, and enhances our unique presence. So feel supported about your unique presence, okay? Finn. Okay, you brought 3rd time's a charm for this one. African Daisy and being silly. Do you feel like you have a lot of responsibilities on your shoulders? If you don't have time for fun, then what else are you going to have time for? African Daisy helps clarify our life's purpose, move us closer to what brings us more joy, laughter, and fun. All of us need to work on the fun this week, since he brought it for us for 3 times a charm. Hannah and Isabella. Hannah, you're bringing us Banana Yucca. 2nd time we've seen this. This is about hidden potentials, untapped talents. If you remember me telling that to Denise, something you might want to put on LinkedIn that you didn't know you could do that now you've figured out you can. Okay. Oh, that reminds me. I think I sent you a request to hook up on LinkedIn. Isabella, you're working with Dandelion. Relaxation, dissolving tension. All right, you guys. So really letting yourself see where you're like tense. Just give yourself. Sometimes one of the techniques I really like to give people is, if you're really feeling tense, lean into the tension even more and then let it go, because your system literally is like, okay. So try it out. Sonia, you are working with the trumpet vine, effortless speech, freeing your voice. This is very much about speaking out and letting yourself just kind of use your words for your own good, okay? Kelly and Matthew. Kelly, you got some lilac energy this week, okay? So flexibility and change, okay? So change is happening, being flexible with the change. That way you can kind of be resilient as you're doing it and not wear yourself out. Matthew, you're going to work with red hibiscus. You're going to hit the refresh button and you're going to find a new start, okay? A new sense to start in something different this week. So just see what that might be like. Eli, bird's foot lotus. Okay, so this is about being content with your own life and taking charge of your own life, taking charge of your own happiness. I'm in charge of my own happiness. I get to decide. Andrea, you are working with lilac too, so a quick changes coming. This is the second time we've seen this, and it's kind of close together. So you guys, sometimes that means it might be coming to hit for all of us, but you're just going to acknowledge that the flexible change is the best way to change, okay? Crystal, you are working with the white water lily. Sharpen your senses and be aware, okay? This is very much about your senses. Sight, sound, smell, taste, all the things. Work on really mindfully using those this week. Sam, you've got the chandelier succulent. This is about momentum and finishing what you start. So this week you want to finish those projects, okay? Maybe not start anything new until you finish the projects that you've already started. Okay, that's probably good advice, don't you think? Okay, all right. I see that Kimberly S. has added Mark later down the line here. So Mark, you're going to work with the rose. This is about just being very kind and tender to yourself, tending to any emotional wounds, scars, just a lot of nurturing. Remember that the idea that you're a very divine, wonderful soul, as we all are, right? Eat 100 foods. You have got bird's foot lotus, which is also about being content and taking charge. This says, do not worry. Worry is wasteful and useless in times like these. I think those are lyrics from a song, right? All right, so give yourself a moment to just drop that worry and take charge and be content. Oh, okay. Lori, you're moving from Colorado to Ohio. Ooh, big move. Cool. I will give you a card for that for sure. Let me just get through the other people first, and I will come to you in just a sec. Natalie S., you brought gardenia to the third time's a charm. Okay. So for all of us, ready? Is there an aspect of you that you'd rather avoid? Gardenia transforms our perception of our weaknesses and inspires us to embrace the beauty of our shadow side. It helps us see all aspects of ourselves are human and beautiful. So a little bit of shadow work this week. I have a shadow work class on my website. I should tell you guys, I've been building a membership site. It's called Energy on Purpose. And there will be options to have access to my online courses and my meditations. The Light Council transmissions will be in there. It's coming in July. All right. Kalina, white water lily. So this is also you sharpening your senses, okay? The sight, sound, smells, that kind of senses. Okay, really using it to pay attention. Pay attention to everything that's going on, and also pay attention to what just doesn't smell right or taste right. Because remember that physical body energy, I'm getting that your guides want you to be careful with what you digest this week, okay? Erin, you're working with Redbird of Paradise, third time's a charm. Focus, get it done. So on top of the other things, we are getting it done. Is there something on your to-do list that you've been avoiding? Redbird of Paradise fills us with passion, drive to get it done, making projects that we have been putting off effortless to finish and feel like a breeze. Oh, we could all use that, right? Little effortless getting it done. Okay, Kimberly and Juan Carlos. Kimberly, squash blossom for you. This is liberate yourself from your body, okay? Feeling overly stagnant or blocked in your physical body, some movement, some physical attention would helpful for you. Juan Carlos, you are working with the fireweed. So this is about forgiveness and recovery from what you need to forgive. So give yourself the week to kind of work through that. You know, to me, forgiveness, when you work in soul contracts and things, is really just lessons that we're trying to learn. It's not that necessarily that something went wrong. So, all right, Marita, thank you for being patient and kicking us off with the sound check. Okay, we've got Marita and Avni. Marita, you're working with red hibiscus. hit the refresh button. New starts for you this week, okay? Sometimes it's just a new start in the head, right? I'm going to start thinking about something different. Okay, Avni, you've got 2 cards. You've got Jasmine, which is self-appreciation, and you are beautiful, along with Passion Flower. Rest more. Sleep. Be sure to rest, okay? Sleep's important this week for you, and you're beautiful. Cameron, you've got Night Blossoming Sirius. This is fearless. Take the leap. It's time that you're really going to let your true gifts go. If there's some opportunity that's being asked of you this week to try to lean into more, trust you got it. You know, sometimes imposter syndrome gets us when we're trying to something new that's a stretch project. We've all experienced it. So if you're feeling like a little bit of imposter syndrome, Cameron, you're good. Don't worry. Lori, 4th time's a charm for this one, you guys. So this dissolves procrastination, overwhelm, and distraction or avoidance. Okay, so this is Birds of Paradise. Focus, get it done, Lori. It's okay. Don't feel overwhelmed. Don't let yourself get distracted. Your to-do list is your to-do list, but you don't have to worry too much about whether or not it gets all done, because what needs to get done always gets done in the end, right? So good luck with your move. All right. If you're hanging out with me, you guys, we have about 4 minutes left. If you haven't said me please and you would like a card, feel free to put yourself on the list. I'm going to go ahead and give us a little review while I wait and see if anybody's lingering. Well, actually, I always do one for my husband, who I know is not watching right now because he's on Mission Impossible movie, but he's going to work on Passion Flower. He's going to get more sleep, not overwork, not to be on the go, go, go. All right. You're welcome, Lori.
What about me?
Oh, my mother wants a card. I'll go figure. She's in the room the whole time. All right, Mother, if you insist. All right, you're going to focus on Hollyhock. Softness of character. Softness is transformative. So this is about being caring for others and having love and compassion, abundance in your relationships and loved ones.
Nice. I like that.
All right, let's see. If you're hanging out, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to get the cards out that we all have hit on 3 times so we can just finish up with a summary. Okay, just have to find them. This is not necessarily a small deck. It's got a lot of flowers in here. That's why when it hits 3 times, you know we got to listen, right? Because there's so many flowers that we could have picked that we didn't pick over and over again. Okay. All right, I think we got it. Okay, go for it with presence and mindfulness. Don't be shy. Transform your shadows into light by looking at it and being willing to go. Expect the best and be optimistic while being silly and playful. Okay. I feel like there might have been one other one in that one. Oh, yep, here it is. Spice up your life with some spontaneity while you do it all. Okay. Do something different. That's how we get inspired anyways, you guys. When we do something different, the miracle gaps are in the spaces where we are letting ourselves see the world differently, because then we can have things change. If we do the same thing over and over, it's the definition of insanity, right? All right. Well, we've hit the end. I really, really appreciate you guys. Thanks for being patient with my delayed start, by the way. Normally I'm online at noon on Sundays. Okay. So Mountain Time. Now, 2 weeks from now, I'm going to be in Breckenridge. So I'll probably not do it that weekend, but I'll let you guys know. And maybe I'll go live sometime, earlier in the week just to get it done, because that's right when we're going into July too. So little FYI, next weekend is intentions and affirmations. So if you want to work on the next 6 months with guides and cards and writing your own intentions and affirmations, I would highly recommend looking into that class in the events section of my website. That class is going to set you up for kind of understanding what your map is for the next 6 months. It's actually really fun because you get to watch it unfold. You get the cards, you get the intention set. You don't really know what's going to happen. And then you watch it happen and you're like, oh, that's what my guides were saying. So it's a fun time. All right, you guys, you know the drill. Go be amazing.